Phoenix. We've got baseball on the show. It's the New York Mets and the Arizona Diamondbacks. First pitch coming at you right after the break. So just about set now. And today's starter, Corbin Burnes. What's the word on him?
Well, his main pitch is that cutter, and he will use it to jam guys, especially opposite-handed matchups. And then, same-handed matchups, just trying to miss the barrel of the bat. He's just got to make sure that he doesn't start it over the heart of the plate, because then it can go right into the sweet spot of the bat. When it's right, it's got late horizontal movement, so he still has to mix in his other offerings. You can't just rely on that cutter, otherwise hitters will start diving at it.
Swing and a foul out of play. Just off the inside edge.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. The shortstop takes the ball.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
That one not close. And that's ball 3. In the air to left center. McCarthy trying to get there. He's got it. And there's one down. Here's a Mets lineup now. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience singing.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These players have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
And it finds its way through for a hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
And now it's Mark Vientos. Just missed. Burnes, multi-time All-Star. He throws a cutter, a curve, a slider, a changeup, and he works in a sinker. And that's a strike. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
1-2 now. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. And now it's even up.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Bounce to the left side, but it kicks foul. And he chases that one. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
Here's Pete Alonso. First pitch misses. swings through that one.
1-1.
Next offering is fouled back. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Mets leave one. And now the Diamondbacks will get their first turn at bat. No score. It's Major League Baseball. And it's back here at Chase Field. And on the mound today, Kodai Senga. What's the scouting report on him?
He's a dominant pitcher, but he can get a little too relaxed second and third time through the order and miss his spots. That's where we see him get touched up. If he maintains the same intensity that he has in the first inning and the second inning, I think we'll see him hand the ball over to his closer.
This one in the air. Vientos under this one. And makes the grab. And there's one down. Time to take a look at the Diamondbacks lineup. And it's clear the most important job they have today is getting to the starting pitcher early and often.
No doubt about that. That's the best way to disrupt a game. But can they do it? Certainly something for us to pay attention to in this one, partner.
Ketel Marte, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike one. One out, bases empty. Next one misses, and the count is 1-1. And it's fouled away. That one way inside. And it remains 2-2. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count off at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Here's Josh Naylor. Fouled off to the right. And the righty deals. 2 outs, base is empty. Gets a piece and stays alive. Breaking ball in there, got him looking. And Arizona is set down 1-2-3. Diamondbacks down quickly. We played an inning, no score. Back here in the desert, all set for the start of the inning. Here's Brandon Nimmo. Burns, a Northern California native. He was a 4th-round pick out of St. Mary's, where he played alongside an outfielder who eventually made it to the majors. Yeah, that guy's name was Tony Gonsolin, made it as a pitcher. Inside, now 2-0.
Larry Bullard making the calls behind the plate for us in this one. Pretty good strike zone. Well reviewed by those we talked to around the league.
Yeah, he's an umpire. He doesn't get a lot of looks from players, maybe here and there once in a while, but he's appreciated back there. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Here's Jesse Winker. Misses off the plate. And that is ball one. Runner at first with no outs here. Burns with a move to first. Throws it away. Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. The other way, and he boots it. Still fires to first. The throw is late, and they don't get the out.
Well, from the time you're a little leaguer, you're taught to hustle out of the box and give a full sprint through the base regardless of how you hit it. And he didn't make great contact, but the effort was there, and he earns the base hit.
First and second, no outs. And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Tyrone Taylor. Yeah, the pitch is in for a strike. 0-1. First and second, no outs. Here at the top of the second. And a curve is down and in.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Just missed.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
No outs. Runners at first and second. Tap foul at the plate. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Outside corner. Got him looking.
Well, big strikeout right there, and maybe a little controversial with the call. I think he got a little bit of favor on the mound, no question about it. It's not exactly what you want to see in a big spot like that, and I'm sure there's some chirping going on from the dugout, making it clear that wasn't his best call behind the plate today.
Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets. And a strike on the outside edge. Two on, one out. Slider clips the corner. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Has room, and he makes the catch. And now here's Jeff McNeil.
Keep an eye on this at bat, because even though it's early, it could change the outcome of this game. Look for your pitch and attack it.
Breaking ball inside. And that's ball one. Slice the other way and foul. Two outs.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
Not close with that one. It's 2-2. That's down and in.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Francisco Lindor in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And that'll load the bases.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
Lindor.
Two outs. bases full. Here's the Mets leadoff man, Francisco Lindor. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. And ball 1. Towards first, base hit, 1 run is in. A second scores as well, and they lead by 2.
Nicely done. Brings home
Now
2.
batting,
Everyone's
right
trying to elevate the ball
fielder,
in today's game, but
Soto.
if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
And now it's Juan Soto. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And a swing and a miss.
0-1. One ball, one
In the
strike.
dirt. No advance. Good job behind the dish. Two on, 2 outs. That misses the zone. Now 2 balls and a strike.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
This one high in the air to left center. McCarthy settles under it and makes the catch. And that is that. But 2 runs for him and they jump ahead. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the Mets 2 and the Diamondbacks nothing. And we're back. Here's
Leading off
Gurriel.
for the Diamondbacks, left fielder.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that
Gurriel
shutdown inning.
Jr.
Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Senga back to work. Swing and a drive, deep right field. Soto going back on this one. And it's off the wall. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. So close to blasting that one out of here the other way. But well, that's very tough to do when you take on the outfield gap like that. Beautiful swing, though. Let the ball get a little deep and drove it to the opposite field.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Now up next for Arizona, Jake McCarthy. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. Ball
That's a
one
ball.
there.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
That one missed.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those.
Liner, base hit. Here comes Gurriel. The tag, and he's safe. And it's a 1-run game.
Picks himself up an RBI. Fastball off the plate a little bit, but a really nice job of going with it. Punched it to the opposite field for that knock. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
And Eugenio Suarez up to hit now. First offering, and it just misses.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
Next pitch in for a strike, and the count 1-1. McCarthy aboard here at first with nobody out.
No, that's a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Next pitch is downstairs. Chris with that distraction and a speedy guy at first. He's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
And a 3-1 on the way. Fouled off down the right side.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. On the ground left side. 6, 4, 3. And they turn the double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Next to hit for Arizona, Pavin Smith. First pitch just misses.
1-0.
And a foul ball. On the ground out to short. Lindor on to first. Inning over. But the RBI single pushes across a run. And this is now a 2-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started. Now the third baseman, Mark Vientos. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
Well, these Mets doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
And a swing and a line drive at a right field. Carroll grabs it on the run.
Wow, he looked like he was running before the ball was hit. Didn't have much time, as that was a hard hit liner, but a nice job of covering a lot of ground in a short amount of time.
Here's a chopper to short. Perdomo whips it across. First 2 batters retired here in the top of the 3rd.
Up next for the Mets, left fielder Brandon Nimmo.
2 down, base is empty. And here is Brandon Nimmo. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Next offering is in for a strike. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And the Mets go 1-2-3. Mets go down quickly. They lead it 2-1. Back here at Chase Field, bottom of the inning. Now the D-backs catcher, Gabriel Moreno.
Nope, outside.
Moreno, a former Gold Glove winner, in the 8th spot in today's lineup, and he was born in Venezuela. And strike 1 to the catcher.
1-1.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Reaches over the wall, and he's got it.
Got the pitch that he wanted. Just a little bit quick. Front shoulder open. Backside collapsed a little bit, and the launch angle not where he needed it to be.
Geraldo Perdomo stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Outside, ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And that turns the lineup over. This is Corbin
Now
Carroll.
batting,
He
the
popped
right
out his
fielder,
first time.
Corbin Carroll.
And ball one to the right fielder.
1-0.
And it's even up.
Well, he's really working that inside corner with the cutter. Tell you what, I hated that pitch. So tough to get the barrel to and to keep it fair.
That's in there. Now he's in a 1-2 hole.
Two and two.
In the dirt. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now one out.
Up next for the Diamondbacks.
Here's
second
Ketel
baseman,
Marte.
Ketel
He struck out swinging in his
Marte.
first at bat. That misses.
That's the ball.
Ball one.
1 ball, no strike.
Perdomo, the lead runner at second. Carroll over at first with one away. The 1-1. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He scores to tie it up. And it's an RBI single. It's 2-2.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped, cut out in front, and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on.
Runners in the corners here, one away. And here's the first baseman, Josh Naylor. And downstairs.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call a timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there and talk to him just a little bit.
And Naylor swings through that one.
I think
1 ball,
ultimately
1 strike.
you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Swing and a miss. Now 1-2.
Big pitch
1
right
ball,
here. He's
2
going to
strike.
try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
Two on, one out. Outside low. And it's 2-2.
They tried to get him to go, chase the pitch down and away, but he wouldn't bite.
Line, and that's a base hit. In comes the runner from third. It's an RBI single. 3-2. They take the lead.
A costly mistake in the outfield thanks to the bad read and terrible timing for that to happen. That's a play you just want to forget about.
First and second, one out. Here's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. 1-for-1 with a double and a run scored. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
0-1.
Runners at first and second with one gone here in the last half of the third. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here.
Now
Pretty
batting,
simple
the
in terms of
fielder,
putting them away at the
Jake
plate. Once you're ahead
McCarthy.
0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Jake McCarthy stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. That one fouled off. Fouled off. He was late.
This guy at the dish excels in 2-strike counts. Got to be careful with him out there on the mound.
And that one ripped into right. Fair ball. Here comes Marte around third. and he gets by him. And he's out. Tried to score in the error, but instead the third out and the inning is over. 3 runs for him here, and they move ahead. On to inning number 4. It's the Diamondbacks 4 and the Mets 2. Back here in the desert as we go to the top of the 4th. And now the Mets DH, Jesse Winker. First pitch, and he just misses. The part about Burns' journey that's so interesting, former 4th-round pick out of St. Mary's, where he pitched alongside Tony Gonsolin. But you go back and look at Corbin Burns in 2019. He threw 49 innings and had an 8.82 ERA. Outside corner, there's a strike. The main adjustment that Corbin Burns made was that he got rid of his 4-seam fastball and really leaned on the cutter. That is his signature pitch. And now today, he is a cutter sinker guy, and the 4-seamer really doesn't make much of an appearance. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Good late cut for the strikeout there. That thing really got in on him, and the cutter isn't really a huge swing and miss pitch most of the time because it's not really meant to move a whole lot. You're just trying to miss the big part of the barrel and maybe get some weak contact, but that one right there did a whole lot more than that. That was a really good pitch.
Tyrone Taylor will hit next. He was a strikeout victim his first time. And there's a strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. On the ground. Over to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, catcher Francisco Alvarez.
Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through 1 more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
In there at the knees.
1-1.
And it's 1-1. And that drops in for a strike. Is there a little wrinkle to that? I think there was.
Yeah. A little slider action.
Next one just misses. And the count is even, 2-2. Popped up. Naylor gets under it. Brings it in. And that is that. Offense held in check there. On now to the bottom of the 4th. It's the Diamondbacks 4 and the Mets 2. And we're back. John Chobby and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Eugenio Suarez. And that one is downstairs, and it's 1-0.
Well, these Diamondbacks doing a good job at the plate with runners on base, and that can be a key difference maker in the game. They've been delivering when it matters most, batting over .750 with runners in scoring position so far. It's been impressive to watch.
Now 3-0. There's a strike.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted in first base with a quick free pass.
So a man at first. And next is the designated hitter, Pavin Smith. He's 0 for 1. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just shot it through the infield.
And here comes the Mets manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Kodai Senga departs, and it's going to be a start that he'd like to get a redo on. Not his best. Back with the new arm in a minute.
For New York.
The Mets with a new arm on the mound, Sean Reed Foley.
Well, they didn't get much length out of their starter in this one, so they've got a lot of outs to eat up in that bullpen. I think they'll look for some length out of him right here if they can get it.
First and second, no outs. Gabriel Moreno stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Fastball gets the inside corner at the knees. First and second here, no outs. And that catches the low inside corner. Good fastball.
Quickly down 0-2 in the count. I think you got to choke up a little bit, spread out the feet. You don't know what the velocity or the location of this next pitch is going to be.
Next pitch off the plate. It's a ball and 2 strikes. In the air, left field, down the line, and that's a foul ball. Suarez on second. Smith on at first with nobody out. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. Stepping in is the switch-hitting shortstop, Geraldo Perdomo. 1-for-1 with a single and a run scored so far. That's in there, and that's strike 1.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to continue, finish off this hitter.
Line drive, that's a base hit into right field. Coming home, here's the throw to the plate. Safe! And the runner from second scores on the play. It's 5-2.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
So the batting order turns over. Next up for the Diamondbacks, Corbin Carroll. 1 for 2. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Soto moving back for it. Tries to make the play, but it's foul. Two on, 1 out. And that drops in for a strike.
Great spot to be in right here for the pitcher. He can either strike this guy out or get a ground ball double play.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. Going to count 1 and 2.
1 and 2.
That one just misses.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, guys aren't touching it.
And they're all loaded up.
That's a tough one to swallow right there. If you're on the mound, you're ahead in the count 0-2, and you just couldn't find a way to put them away. It's going to be frustrating if that one comes back to bite it.
So bases loaded with 1 away. Now the number 2 hitter, Ketel Marte. Misses again, 5 in a row.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2, get out of this.
Pitch misses, 2-0.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in a run. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
all loaded up. Dangerous hitter at the plate. Swing and a ball popped up.
Infield fly.
And the infield fly rule called.
Now batting, the first baseman, Josh Naylor.
And now it's Josh Naylor. First pitch misses.
Big moment in this game. 2 outs, 2 runners in scoring position, and could really break this thing wide open early.
And that's through there for a strike. And the count 1-1. Swing and a miss as he was late.
1 ball, 2 strike.
Next offering way upstairs. Got him. Good job at damage control right there. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's 5-2. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. We go to the top of the 5th. Here's the second baseman, Jeff McNeil. Burns back to work. And that misses. And that is ball 1.
Well, these Mets looking to string together better at bats when they have runners on, but it just hasn't happened for them yet. They only have 1 hit with runners in scoring position, so a lot of squandered opportunities. It's tough because those are moments you just can't get back.
Popped up to the left into foul ground. Suarez on his way over, puts it away for the out, and there's 1 away.
Now batting, shortstop Francisco Lindor.
Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. They say you went. And you played behind guys, and they loved having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them. There's a high chopper. Perdomo. The throw to first, and the first 2 set down in the top of the 5th.
Up next for the Mets, right fielder Juan Soto.
Juan Soto now.
Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
There's a strike to the knees, and it's 0-2.
When you look at the ability to save runs defensively, but then also put runs up on the scoreboard, that's the kind of player that every championship team needs to have.
That's down and in.
1-2.
Two down, nobody on, and we're at the top of the 5th. Next offering down low and in the dirt. And a foul ball, he stays alive. And a swing and a miss down on strikes. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Down in order go the Mets. And the deficit remains 5-2. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And it's Lourdes Gurriel Jr.
Lourdes Gurriel Jr.
Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play.
You know, these D-backs really impressing me with the quality of their bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
McNeil gets it to first, and the leadoff man set down in their half of the fifth. So digging in, Jake McCarthy.
If there's nobody on in front of him, you know, a single for him many times is a double. This guy is off to the races, ready to steal a bag when he's on first base.
That misses the zone, and that's ball one. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Nimmo makes the catch, and there's two away.
Now batting third baseman, Eugenio Suarez.
2 outs, base is empty. Eugenio Suarez up to the plate now. In there at the knees, and it's 0-1. In the air, right field. And that should be extra bases. Safely into second. He's got a double. So runner at second, 2 down. And next is the Diamondbacks DH, Pavin Smith.
Ball one.
Squirts away a little bit. Man on second, 2 down. Foul ball. The 1-1 is fouled off. Man at second. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. 1 left for the Diamondbacks. They're still out in front, 5-2. Back here at Chase Field, here's the third baseman, Mark Vientos. And there's the strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
That one hammered center field. Going back. Just missed it.
Now batting first baseman, Pete Alonso.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. 0 for 2 in this one. Alonso goes 6 feet 3 inches, 245 pounds, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. And first offering is fouled off. Since debuting in 2019, no player in the majors has hit more homers than Pete Alonso. Sliced hard but foul. Next pitch misses, and it's 1-2. The D-backs leading by 3, and we're the top half of the 6th. Inside, almost got him.
Ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
Now
Boog, if I were him, I'd be nibbling around the plate as well. I mean, this guy's just capable of hitting pitches outside of the zone and driving them a long way. Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Alonso over at first with one away.
Sit him down.
1-2 here. And there's a ball.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Sit him down.
Next
3
pitch is
balls,
outside.
2 strikes.
Strike him out.
And ball
Thank you, mate.
4, 2 aboard.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound, but you know
Now
his
batting,
confidence should still be
designated
high
hitter,
enough to get
Jesse
out of this,
Winker.
but he's going to have to buckle down right here.
2 on, 1 out. Jesse Winker digs in now. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Alonso is waved home. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and now just a 2-run deficit.
That's heads-up play right there. The outfielder knowing he has no shot at the runner at home, so comes up trying to cut that runner off at third and does a really nice job. Got to appreciate that.
Torey Lovullo is out of the dugout, and he's going to make a move here. That's it for Corbin Burnes. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher.
Now pitching.
Now on the
for
mound for the
Diamondbacks.
Diamondbacks, Ryan Thompson.
Number 81.
And this is an important part of this
Ryan
game. Tight
Thompson.
score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
And stepping in is the speedy Tyrone Taylor. Up and in, 1-0.
1 ball, no strike.
Two outs. And that one fouled off. The next pitch misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
2-2.
That one ripped. And it one-hops the wall. Headed for the plate. The relay. It's offline. The run comes in, and it's now 5-4.
Back-to-back base hits. Recognized the break on that pitch early, and that allowed him to keep his front shoulder in. You know, it's easy to bail on those front door breaking balls, but a great job right there, letting it travel, then unloading a nice balanced swing. And another big at-bat coming up here. Looking for a way to get that tying run across with 2 outs.
Stepping in, Francisco Alvarez. Swing and a line drive ripped out into right center. That's a base hit. The run scores from second, and it's an RBI single. It's 5-5.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Go ahead run on base. Jeff McNeil stands in. That misses the zone. Ball 1.
1-0.
Lined, and that's a base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
4 hits in a row, and they're really swinging it here. You'll often hear the phrase, short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Here's Francisco Lindor. He was late there, strike one. Two on, 2 outs. Yeah, that's fouled off. On the ground to third. They take the force out. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. So they get 3 and draw even. 8-9-1 scheduled in the bottom of the 6th. We're all tied up 5-5.
See, every time you see me, I got something new.
Back here in the desert, bottom of the 6th. Now the D-backs catcher, Gabriel Moreno. That is upstairs for ball 1. Stirring in the bullpen for the Mets, Jose Butto, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Minter also getting ready. Next offering is downstairs. Right through there for a strike. And now 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Headed towards the corner. Soto makes the grab, 1 away.
Now batting, shortstop, Geraldo.
So up next, Geraldo Perdomo. Just missed. Slapped foul. Foul ball there. One down, base is empty. Out there to center. He dives, but he can't make the catch. The throw into second, safe, and that's his 3rd hit.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time. He stayed balanced through the entire swing and just launched that one into center.
Corbin Carroll stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Third baseman playing on the edge of the grass, looking for the sac bunt. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1. And a fastball in there for a strike at 91. Missed with a changeup. Now 1-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. With the go-ahead run standing at second here in the bottom of the 6th. And that one goes straight to the backstop. Perdomo up to third on the wild pitch.
Well, he's got nobody to blame but himself. With one out, a runner on third can come home all sorts of ways now. That's why, as a pitcher, you have to execute pitches even better when there are runners on base.
Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Hauls it in for the out.
Well, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Ketel Marte up to the plate. That one finds the zone. Strike one.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Next offering in there for a strike. And that's strike two.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First two pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. And it falls!
Well, those kind of lucky soft hits will always make you smile. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat. Just kind of muscled it out there. And on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes.
So two down, and now the first baseman, Josh Naylor. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Marte leads off first with two down to the inning. That's off the mark, and it's a ball and a strike.
One ball, one strike.
That one is absolutely belted. One hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Coming home. Now a relay to the plate. He's safe. And they take a two-run lead.
Everything came together for him. A lot of hitters tell themselves, line drive over the infielder's head. That's what I'm trying to do. Just keep that approach simple. And right there, it was perfectly executed. On time with everything, and pulled it into the gap nicely.
And here comes the Mets manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Sean Reed-Foley is done, and he's responsible for the runner on second. So the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back. Daniel Nunez gets the call from the pen.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
So, runner at second, two down. And now here is Lourdes Gurriel Jr. And that one upstairs, ball one.
1-0.
Check swing, and he went. And 1-1. Man on second, two down. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. And that one misses up and in. Ball two. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Soto puts it away, and that is the inning. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We're through 6 full. It's the Diamondbacks 7 and the Mets 5.
pitching for
Welcome
the
back. We're in the
Diamondbacks.
7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound.
Number
Kevin
37.
Ginkel.
Kevin Ginkel.
Here's Juan Soto.
Leading off
1 for
the Mets,
3.
Right fielder, Juan Soto.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul. The 1-1 is fouled off. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Good job to fight that one off. Fouls it off. Still 1-2.
Ball.
Stays alive. Just off the outside part of the plate.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the three-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
On the ground, right side. And that's just foul. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. On a bounce right side. Perdomo whips it to first on the run. And he gets him. Nicely done.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
And next for the Mets, Mark Vientos. 0 for 3 in this one. That one finds the corner, and that is strike one. Activity in the bullpen. Joe Mantiply up and throwing for manager Torey Lovullo. Puck also throwing. And a foul ball. Oh, and 2 now. And that's down and away. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. And the 1-2 misses to even the count. And he grounds one to the right side. And foul ball.
Strike him out.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
Now batting, first baseman
Pete Alonso, the next to hit. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
And that's in there for strike one.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Fought off foul. Two down, nobody on. And now 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing for the Mets. And they're down 7-5. And we're back. And the batter now, Jake McCarthy.
Leading off for the Diamondbacks, center fielder, Jake McCarthy.
Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball one. Swing and a pop-up. Foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. That one missed. And a pop-up. Right side. Foul territory. Alonso makes the catch. And there's one away.
Now batting, third baseman, Eugenio Suarez.
Now the third baseman, Eugenio Suarez. That's inside. Swing and a miss. And the count even 1-1. And he swings over the top there.
1-2.
Now fly ball to right center. He makes the grab, and there's two down.
Now batting, designated hitter,
Pavin Smith stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And that should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Wastes no time there. They got a pitch he could drive, but he didn't get too excited like a lot of guys do and pull off the baseball. Really good timing all the way through the swing, and the barrel was so on playing with the ball. Easy drive into the gap for that double.
So runner at second, two down. And now Gabriel Moreno. And that is downstairs. And it's 1-0. Smith stands at second with two gone. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
1-1.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
In the dirt, but kept close. Runner at second, two down. Here in the bottom of the 7th. Next offering is down low. Geraldo Perdomo waiting to hit for the D-backs. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
First and second, 2 outs. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Geraldo Perdomo, 3 for 3 with 2 singles and a double. First offering misses badly for ball 1.
Maybe losing command a little bit after the walk. Next pitch, not even close.
The bit behind with that swing. It's strike one.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Up and in. The count now 2-2. Ground ball right side. And that chance handled. Off balance throw in time. And that is the inning. Diamondbacks strand a pair. They lead at 7-5. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. A.J. Puck.
Now pitching for the Diamondbacks. Number 33, A.J. Puck.
At the plate, Brandon Nimmo.
For the Mets, left fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
First offering, and it just misses. Action in the pen down there. Justin Martinez up and throwing for manager Torey Lovullo. Check swing, but he went too far. And it's 1-1. Short hop liner, handled it short. Tosses to first. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
And now it's going to be Jesse Winker. And first offering is fouled off. Lefty continues to work, but the closer getting loose in the bullpen. To the right side, Marte. And a couple of quick outs.
Couple of pitches and a quick out.
Up next for the Mets, center fielder Tyrone Taylor.
Tyrone Taylor up now for the Mets. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes.
I was always told it's hard to take you off the field when you play really good defense, especially at a premier position. And that's what he does. The hitting's going to come around. He's going to figure it out. But right now, his big asset is the way he plays the game on defense.
Here's a 2-0.
2-1.
He swings and fouls one off. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. Ground ball right side. Oh, nice play. And they get the out.
That was a great job of doing the math. He had the perfect angle. Diving stop completes the play. And that ends the inning.
For New York.
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Danny Young.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Back to the top of the order, Corbin Carroll stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
Right fielder, Corbin Carroll.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
Next offering is in for a strike. And strike two.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Ketel Marte getting ready to hit. Just off the outside edge. And that's ball one. Action in the Mets bullpen. Ryan Stanek appears to be getting loose. Inside, just missed.
Got to be real careful here. 2-0. He's hunting for his pitch.
One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. 2-1 now.
He's going to have to make sure that he stays patient because he is the focal point in that lineup. They're going to pitch him tough. They're going to pitch around him. And when he doesn't see other guys doing anything, what you can do is become a little too aggressive and chase out of the zone.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And there's a ball.
2 strikes.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. To third. Can't glove it cleanly. Still able to fire over, and it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out.
First baseman, Josh Naylor.
2 down, base is empty. Josh Naylor will hit next. And that's outside, and that is ball one. Just missed. Two outs. And another ball.
3-0.
Next offering in there for a strike. And now 3-1. And they'll do it again. Two down, nobody on. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2.
Hanging in there pretty good against the lefty.
Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the third straight at bat. So 1, 2, 3 go the Diamondbacks. They're still up 7-5. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Justin Martinez.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
Catcher, Francisco
Now a catcher
Alvarez.
up to hit, Francisco Alvarez. A breaking ball misses outside. Martinez, in his second season, he features a sinker, a splitter, a slider, and he works in a four-seamer. Swings through that one for strike one.
One ball, one strike.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Next pitch is downstairs.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Couple of hits in a row for him here.
Now
Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive into center field. So that definitely felt good.
Jeff McNeil digs in now. And that is out of play. The next offering misses, and it's 1-1. With the tying run at the plate, here at the top of the ninth.
Ball.
That one down the line. Suarez tossed to second. Plenty of time at first. That's a double play.
Well, that's a huge ball in play to get the double play defensively. Just one more guy to get this save for the closer.
So, last chance for the Mets. And now it's Frankie Lindor. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. Up the middle, and that one finds its way through. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Now batting, right fielder.
So digging in, Juan Soto. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
1-0.
And that's in for a strike.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
The Mets down to their final strike. The tying run at the plate. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Well, this was a fun game all the way around. We saw plenty of action. 12 runs total on the board, but a pretty close finish at the end.
A 7-5 final score in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.